Hi guys, welcome back. I know I said the next video was going to be all about fitting the performance exhaust, and don't worry, it is coming, but there's been something that's been really annoying me about my 911, and let me show you what I mean. Okay, I don't know if any of you are suffering the same problem that I'm suffering, but it's a piece of trim on the car, and no matter what I do, put in restorer on it, back to black on it, it lasts for a little while, and then it goes back to this horrible grey colour. So I've decided I can't live with it anymore. Time for something to be done. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to remove some trim. Very easy. These pieces of trim just on this side are velcroed on. Just take those off. You can see the velcro is just down there. And then you have a piece of trim just pops out, and that exposes that. So the tools that you're going to need for doing this job are T25 piece, 10mm socket, 13mm socket. I use a very small little socket set here, which I find absolutely great. It keeps in the glove box, really handy to have. Pair of pliers, a little screwdriver, and that's pretty much it. I've already taken some of the bits out, but I'll just show you how all of that comes apart. So on this, so you've got a piece of plastic there, okay, that just pops out, and then you've got a little 10mm, it's on there like that. Let's take that off. Obviously you need to get around here, you need to take the windscreen wiper bolt out. That's got a little piece in there just so that you can get a little screwdriver in and remove this cap, okay, and you've got a 13mm nut that holds that on. Come in down here, in here you had a couple of T25s which were quite easy to take out. They're not very they're only holding this like a little bit of plastic, so they're really easy to take out. And you've got one on the other side there. Over on that side, exactly the same as this side, you've got 8mm, and you've also got the 10mm there, which is holding the windscreen wiper on. That's pretty much it. And then coming to the washer, you have an electrical plug here, which you pinch in and pull that apart. Mine was actually quite stiff, it's been in there a while. You can see there's a little bit of corrosion on there, so I'll put a bit of WD-40 in there before I put it back. It's also got a little hook piece here which fits in that. You can just pop that out, and that gives you a little bit more access to pull these two apart, because what I found is that when the plug is actually in, it's very close to this piece here, and you can't really get your fingers around there. So if you lift it up first, pull it out, and then you can separate the plug. And then underneath here you've got the washer hose, and that just fits onto here. Just get a little screwdriver in there, push it down slightly, and then you'll be able to work the rest of it off, and then that's all free, and then it should come out. So I shall take the windscreen wipers off now, and then we'll lift this piece of plastic out. There was a little bit of a sneaky T25. Once I remove the windscreen wipers along here, we go along to this centre one. Okay, so I took the windscreen wiper off, and then just underneath it you can see that there's another T25 there. So I'm just going to remove that one, and then hopefully it should all come out. Okay, so I've got the trim pretty much loose now. It does have to come through this way, so with a bonnet up, you tilt it to this side and it will pull through, comes up over the battery. Now, one of the things which is on there, which I didn't realise, and you need to be careful of this, guys, is this is actually positioned underneath. You can see it just fits in here and is held on by a Phillips screw. Now I did give it a bit of a pull before I noticed that it was attached. I don't think I've damaged it, but just be careful. I think it's either an aerial or it's part of the GPS bits and pieces. So I'm not 100% sure what it is. Perhaps somebody who knows would leave a comment at the bottom so that we know. But yeah, just be careful when you're taking this piece of trim out that is actually underneath it. Okay, now that I've got the trim out, really good opportunity to give all this a bit of a clean up. Along here you can see that it's got quite a lot of build up crap under there, which I should get sorted out. Another opportunity is for me to give this all a little bit of a clean up in here as well, so I shall get on and do that. Okay, so our trim, here it is. So I'm going to go and give that a bit of a clean up, and I'm going to see if I can do something with it to bring back the black. So I've given the piece of plastic a bit of a clean, and I've also masked up the little rubber piece that's here. I didn't really want to get any paint on that. So what am I actually going to be using? Well, I thought I'd give it a go with some of this. It's PlastiKote Matte Super Spray. I've heard some really good things about this stuff. I know that people have done decals and things like that, so I'm going to give it a go on this piece of trim. So I have got a lot to lose really, because if I completely stuff it up, I'm sure one of these things aren't very cheap, but I'm hoping that it will bring it back to life a little bit and make it a lot more black. So I'm going to give this a first coat and have a look, see what it looks like after that. Okay, so here's a little bit of a quick progress check. Not sure if you can see what it looks like, but as we come a bit further down, this is a bit that I haven't done down here, so you can see what it's like. Right, gonna carry on, finish it off. Okay, so that's the first coat. So we'll just let that dry now. It's a matte finish, this one, so I'm not looking for it to be glossy. Just want to make sure that it's not that horrible grey colour. But yeah, I'll come back in about 20 minutes and we'll see what that looks like. So I'm really happy with the way that this has turned out, so it's time to get it on the car now. I'll take some stills as I'm going, and you can see the process. So this little modification's been done now. Unfortunately it started to rain part way through when I was putting it all back together, but I'm just going to show you now what it's like, and I'll also be putting in a before and after shot as well. And it's one of those little jobs that you can do on a Sunday on your driveway, just a can of PlastiKote. Take the trim off, just be careful over on the passenger side English car underneath there. You have got that, I think it's a GPS aerial, so just be careful with that one. But apart from that, everything else comes out really well, and while I was at it I gave it a good clean under there. So that's it really. That's that particular mod done, so I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks a lot guys, take care.